Here at Sorted, we get stacks of requests for more breakfast items. So today we're going to look at my favourite, that's a stack of American pancakes. What we've got here is our version of American pancakes, flour, eggs, and the baking powder. Natural sweeteners of banana and blueberries. Okay, and we'll serve a whole stack with some maple syrup. But to start off with, we'll get our batter underway. So, milk into a bowl. Basically do all the wet stuff first. So you crack in a couple of eggs. Beautiful. So give both of those a whisk up so that it's nice and light and fluffy. We want lots of air in this. And then what we're going to do is put a little bit of melted butter into the mix. So it saves you having to butter the pan later. It's all combined within. Now we've got our dry ingredients. If I just move it to one side a second. We've got plain flour. We've got some cinnamon, baking powder, and it's the baking powder that makes it really light and sort of puff up. So it's that light pancake we want, and a tiny pinch of salt as well. Okay, so they're all going to go in there. So it's quite a thick batter, and you'll see that as you add this into here, and then whisk the whole thing until it's smooth. Okay, so you don't want any lumps.
I notice I'm doing the work again, Ben, here.
As ever, as ever. I bring knowledge, you bring labour, manual labour. The other thing with this is it's going to have a natural sweetener. Okay, so there's a little bit of brown sugar going in there, but the natural sweetener comes from banana. Okay, now this will look like it's kind of had it.
Right.
Personally, I find them too ripe to eat like this. All down to personal preference. What you can use them for is this though. So we're going to mash it up.
You put it in, not on?
In.
Okay.
So that keeps it naturally sweet and adds that consistency and texture we're looking for. So just grab a fork and just mash it into the board, like that. And it's a really easy way of just making mashed banana. So here's our banana slop, and our banana slop is going in there as well. So again, this isn't a traditional thing. This is what we're adding here to make it our own. But I think it gives the whole pancake mix a really nice flavour. Now, with that nice and smooth, we can start to cook them. Now remember, we've got our melted butter in the mix already. So I'm going to do some nice small ones, 2 tablespoons in each one. And that way we can stack them up much higher later on. And now for our blueberries, Baz, if you can just take our fork again and just give them a bit of a splodge. Okay. Very technical term, but just want to begin to break them up. And the reason we do that is then as we cook them, and very quickly in the pan, you get a little bit of blueberry flavour oozing out. So if I put a couple of these in here, and these cook so quickly now, it's just got enough time to put these blueberries in the wet batter on top before we flip them over. Now you can see little bubbles popping up on top, which makes them perfect time just to get something underneath and just flip them over like that. Now, as you can see, this batter makes plenty for about 18 of this size.
18?
18, so enough to feed sort of 6 people. When you are cooking for a crowd, you can make them a little bit ahead of time, cover them in tin foil, and they stay nice and warm in the oven. So you can see our blueberries there begin to pop. So there we go, Baz. If you can start to stack those up there, we want plenty of those. And every couple of pancakes, a little drizzle of maple syrup as well. So get loads of that on there. And you've got to try and get as high as you possibly can.
That is a challenge.
Every so often push down on these so these blueberries really begin to squash. And let me just finish with these ones because our fresh ones as well. So you flip them over, you can see there's blueberries begin to squash on top. So much for waiting till the end.
Sorry, I'm hungry already.
There we go, a few more of those. You do a final drizzle of our maple syrup. We were asked to do American style pancakes. There they are with mashed banana and blueberry. Sorted.
Take a few of these.
And also great with a dollop of yoghurt as well.
Wow.
Light.
Really moist as well.
A banana helps with that.
That's amazing. Jay, do you want some? Now, you guys have asked these in your hundreds, and we have delivered, I think.
So I think you should now tell us what you want us to make next.
Go now.
This is really good.
Now, right?
Have you written
Down
anything?
below.
Have you written anything?
Write it down.
Write it.
Yeah.